What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, yet again, I'm going to be praising Sledgehammer Games. Yes, you can call me a glizzy gobbler. You can say whatever you want, dude. When a development studio for a game I like does something right, does things correct, or better than expected, I'm going to praise them. Sorry if you don't like that. I understand it's difficult to wrap your head around it, but you know what? It is what it is. This is my opinion. You have your opinion, right? Let's talk about the news, because we got a lot of stuff from Sledgehammer Games AMA, which is an Ask Me Anything that they hosted on Reddit yesterday. And keep in mind, they didn't have to do this. Nobody was holding a gun to their head and saying, hey, answer our questions or else. Nobody said that, right? Obviously, we would like to have some communication as a community, but again, nobody was saying answer this question right now or else. And before we get to it, yes, everybody is asking about SBMM, and no, they didn't say anything about it as of the time of making this video. I doubt they'll say anything about it going forward because it's just not really in their wheelhouse. And also, I believe it's an Activision issue, right? It's not really a development studio issue. I don't think someone, like, depending on the game, but like, for instance, I don't think Cold War had more SBMM or higher SBMM than another game recently, like Modern Warfare 2019. I think a lot of it's in our heads, and a lot of it is pretty much just already predetermined by Activision. Like why would they set a different one game to game, right? Maybe they tweak it a little here and there, but yeah, I think it's overall the same system. That just makes sense to me. But anyway, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the gameplay, I think we're playing on Terminal here. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'd really appreciate that. But with all that being said, let's get into the first piece of news. Double XP, double weapon XP, and double battle pass XP is going to be live in Modern Warfare 3 from November 22nd, which is tomorrow when you guys are watching this, through November 27th. This is going to be from 10 a.m. Pacific or 1 p.m. Eastern time. So do the time zone calculations if you want, but that's about 4.5, 5 days of, or I guess 5 days technically, of double XP. Double XP doesn't matter. I don't know why they advertising that. Everyone's 55 in like 2 days. And then double weapon XP, this is the thing everyone really cares about. And then double battle pass XP, I guess people care about, but for the most part, if you finished last season, because it was just a continuation of Modern Warfare 2, which makes people think this is a DLC. And then the Battle Pass XP doesn't really matter. I didn't play a whole lot of that last season, so I'm actually gaining a lot of double Battle Pass XP right now, so that's obviously very helpful. Now let's get into the AMA section, all right? The first thing they talked about is about how they're working to update the Groot Skin to be more visible. The Gaia and Gaia Black Cell operator skills are in the pipeline for Modern Warfare 3. Basically, they're going to disable this item until changes can be made to adjust for its visibility. So good thing that they're talking about it, good thing that they're actually addressing it. I think the bad thing is people who bought the Black Cell just for this operator skin are now kind of getting piped. It's kind of funny. That sucks for them, right? I was actually thinking of getting it, but at the same time I was like, on the one hand, should I really be supporting Activision after all my videos saying not to support Activision? At the same time, I do like this game a lot. So, I don't know. Maybe it is worth supporting a game that you actually play and actually enjoy. Next up, they talk about an update to Frag Grenades. Basically, the blast radius of grenades is a little bigger than other explosives, and so they're taking a look at that. As of now, it says that they're going to be decreasing the damage taken by players both at the center and outer edges of the explosion. The center, I'm not sure, right? The center, you probably should be dying if you get hit by a frag grenade. The edges, you should probably take a little less damage. I think that's something that you should tweak, because in my opinion, especially with EOD not working, frag grenades have really been kind of a crux for me, right? They've just been really annoying to get rid of, get away from, and there's not much you can do about that. The next piece of information that they dropped is actually really big. Sledgehammer Games says that they're going to test out non-disbanding lobbies in Modern Warfare 3. Basically, probably going to be in an experimental playlist, but you get put into a match or whatever, or I guess specifically a lobby, and then from there, they're going to be able to see, whether or not they can stick with the same lobby and, make any necessarily changes that they might need to make. So good stuff there. I'm a big fan of that. I think, honestly, dude, Sledgehammer Games is hitting a lot of the nail on the head, right? I think they're doing a really good job. This is just my opinion. I think non-disbanding lobbies, it's not going to save Modern Warfare 3. It's not like this game really needs a whole lot of saving aside from SBMM and a few tweaks for weapon balancing. But I think they're doing these little things that the community asked for years ago, right? Like, I don't know why they took this away. Now they're kind of bringing it back and we're expected to praise them. Yes, I want to praise them because, I mean, other studios like Treyarch and, during Vanguard and like other games had the chance to, test this out and try this, but they never did. Maybe this is like new, like maybe it's Microsoft because they're like under new leadership. Maybe they're like saying, do all these things. They're actually listening to the community, unlike Activision was. And maybe that's the reason why we're actually getting some of these interesting changes for once. That's interesting. So I'm on board for this, right? I like the fact that there's non-disbanding lobbies coming back because at the same time, if you get a good lobby, you stay in it. If it's a bad lobby, you're probably leaving already anyway. So like, there's no point in forcing you out. Next up, another decently big change as well. Something else that people really wanted was streak looping. They definitely want to try this out, they say. Sledgehammer Games is going to test this out in the experimental playlist to see how it works. I think this is a great idea. They're probably going to have some surveys coming up as well. Like, did you have fun in this game? Honestly, dude, Sledgehammer Games is hitting all the right notes. Listen to the fan feedback, right? Listen to the community. Community wants streaks. Community wants map voting. Community wants this, that. Like, you don't have to like put it in ASAP pronto, but putting it in the experimental playlist and communicating on Reddit and answering people's questions, I think that makes so much sense, right? I don't really get the whole point of not having streaks looped, right? You can only get one UAV per life. What if you're on like a 20 kill streak, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Maybe not looping like the higher streaks, like chopper gunners. I understand like a lot of sweats are like, what is this kid talking about? He doesn't get chopper gunners. Yeah, that's probably why. I understand that. But like loop, like you should be able to loop like your low streaks, right? UAV, counter UAV, things like that. Honestly, F it, just loop them all, loop all the streaks. I'm not saying I'm going to get them. I'm probably going to get ran through a lot of the times because I'm not a good COD player, but yeah, I mean, like, at least make it fun for people who are good at the game, right? Just because I'm not good at the game doesn't mean people who are good at the game don't deserve to be rewarded for being good at the game, right? They put in the work, they put in the hours, they stop touching grass. They deserve to be good at the game. They deserve to be rewarded, and their reward is going to be the looped streaks. Last big news from the Reddit posts is the classic Modern Warfare series weapons are going to be added in future seasonal updates like shotguns and sniper rifles, which probably means the Spaz 12, the intervention, things like that. A lot of these classic stuff is probably going to be coming back, and I'm all for it. Weapons matter so much less to me than maps. I'd rather have way better maps than way better weapons, because at the end of the day, I'll find a gun or two that I like and just stick with it once I finish with my camo grind, and that'll be that. Yeah, I'm good stuff overall, guys. I can't like clap my hands enough for them. I know people are gonna call me a glizzy gobbler, whatever, dude. Sorry, go play another game. Go play Fortnite. Go play Modern Warfare 2. Go sit in corners in Modern Warfare 2 then if you don't like this game. I don't know what to tell you, man. And then the last thing, yeah, Sledgehammer Games did not address SBMM. We kind of expected this, right? This is nothing new. There was no way they were going to talk about it, even in AMA. I want to give them props for still going through with it, even though they knew they were going to get like 95% of the questions be about SBMM. It's not something they can talk about, right? It's just, if you think about it, it's not in their wheelhouse. Every single Call of Duty game, especially since Modern Warfare 2019, has had some strict SBMM. And they've never talked about it in the past 4.5 years. So why would they start talking about it now, right? Just because you complain. We've had boycotts, we've had dip sales, we've stopped buying microtransactions. It don't matter, right? All that stuff doesn't matter because they're just not going to stop talking about it at the end of the day. So that's basically it for the video, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Like, did we miss anything in the Reddit post that, like, Sledgehammer Games really should have talked about, or that I not should have talked about it, but like they could have also mentioned like more in detail or something like that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Again, hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Guys, I have a ton of gameplay. A lot of it is just sweat gameplay where I break even and we barely clutch a win. I'm pretty excited to post it. Hopefully you guys enjoy that stuff. Like here and there I'll post like a 4KD gameplay or something like that. But for the bulk of this channel, and just to prove how thick SBMM is, and how hard I try to win at the same time, because wins actually matter in this game. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the gameplays. But that's it for the video. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I've been tweeting a lot more recently, and I'd appreciate if you go check me out there. But with all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I'll probably put up one more video before Thanksgiving, if not on Thanksgiving Day. But if not, happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys later. Peace, peace, and peace.